Come back, my virtual world. I don't know what happened. It's 7:39. It's almost 8 o'clock. What in the world? I went to the doctor to get an MRI, and listen, they made me take all my clips out. I only had a few. Hey, I don't know what happened. Can you see me now? They made me take all my clips out when I went to the doctor to get an MRI. Ugh. Yay! So yeah, we went to game night at my son's school tonight. Now, first of all, is he what one? Dot Drummond, Drummond. What's up, Drummond? Thank you for stepping into my live. How are you doing this evening? Hey. So yeah, I went to game night at my son's school, right? And at the end of game night, I pulled his teacher to the side and I expressed to her that my son has some concerns about his friend. One of his friends at school gets bullied. And like AJ been coming home almost every day talking about his friend getting bullied and how he don't like how his friend gets bullied and he don't like how people treat his friend. So when I tell y'all this has been like a constant thing, he's been coming home like every day concerned about this boy, right? We done prayed about this thing. We done read scripture about this thing. He brought this up in Bible study, because I think he feels some sort of an obligation to him to try to stand up for him or be an advocate. I don't know where he gets this advocacy from, but apparently he's an advocate. Yeah, and so he was confused about it. So I pulled his teacher to the side, and he also has a teacher assistant, okay, who is not my favorite person, okay? And I was talking to his teacher in regards to his friend, and I could barely get it out of my mouth before she dang near cut me off and said, "That boy ain't getting bullied by nobody." You know how much that pissed me off. How do you know that? How do you know that this child is not getting bullied? Are you freaking kidding me? You better believe first thing in the morning, I'm calling that principal. You better believe it because let me tell you something. I already don't like this woman that much, okay? And I've been doing a great job. I've been doing a phenomenal job of not allowing that Alana to take the lead on my actions. So I try to keep my personalities in check. But she been wanting to come out and say something to this woman for quite some time. And I've been telling her, no, you can't do that, girl, because you're virtual. I talk to myself now. You can't do that, girl. You got to stay in your place. And right now, I don't need you. I don't need you. I got it under control right now. I don't need you. But I think I might need her because this is really starting to piss me off. They don't care about children getting bullied nowadays. It's ridiculous. Like, it really made me feel like if my son had approached them when I wasn't around, because as soon as I said it, the other teacher goes, that boy ain't getting bullied. First of all, that's probably why she's an assistant. She don't need to be running nobody's class. Okay. Second of all, what children do you know? I mean, they got some bold kids out here, but most children don't just bully you in front of the teacher. They don't do it where you can see it. They do it, they hide it. They do it in a sneaky way. So how you gonna say it's not happening? Then on top of that, by you saying, "Oh, that boy ain't getting bullied," you don't even know the extent of the concern my son has for this kid coming home every day about him being bullied for more than it's been weeks, y'all, weeks. And I've actually been contemplating what I should do to step in because I do believe in the chain of command. So I wanted to go to his teacher first, let her go to the parent. And if I felt like nothing was getting done, then go to the principal. If I felt like nothing was getting done, then go to the district because I definitely will. I know the emails and phone numbers of everybody on the board, so I would do that. But I do believe in the chain of command, so I'm trying not to go there. But it pissed me off because who are you to say that it's not happening? And that's the saying. That's basically, so I asked her, so are you saying my baby is lying? Because he come home every day talking about this. He in his room doing his homework because I had to go to the doctor right after he got out of school. And then we had math night at his school. So he's doing his homework now. He's in there. His little friend is over here today. His name is Khalil. But yeah, it just that really pissed me off. And it made me feel as though if I wasn't around and my son had brought this up to them or just to the assistant or whatever the case may be, trying to go to a trusted adult about this situation. If she looked at me and said that boy ain't getting bullied, then she would have looked at my son. Is that the same friend he's talking about? No, he's not over here now. But yeah, it's and it made me feel like if my son had approached her, she would have just brushed him off. And I mean, he would have told me anyway. He would have told me anyway, so it would have been a problem anyway. But I just don't like that. I don't like my baby feeling like grown-ups don't step in to defend children whenever something is wrong. I don't like that at all. That pisses me. I'm getting mad all over. Did I ever stop being mad? I don't think I stopped being mad because math night just started from 6 to 7. Okay, and it's 7:41, 7:45. So I don't even think that I stopped being mad from the first time, but I'm getting riled up again because it pissed me off. I don't know what is going on with these people. Like, it don't even matter if you're a teacher, bro. You're a grown up. You're an adult. Okay, I can't say you're supposed to know better because everybody is just they don't know. Some people are just ignorant, and that's why I don't trust all these folks with my child because you can't trust people. It don't matter. You want to say, hey, baby?
Hey, y'all.
Virtual World just asked about you.
Oh, hey. I'm doing my homework right now.
You want to say, Khalil? Look, come here, Khalil. Look, he's so cute. Look at his little glasses. Look at his look. Look, he's so cute. Look at his so cute little glasses. These my friends. Hey, Trucker Rail. I hope you're being safe, driving and everything.
You just got picture sharpener too.
Yeah.
That's a picture sharpener.
But that pissed me off, man. And one day I always try to encourage parents, you know what I'm saying, to go to the school and have a relationship with your children's teacher, bro. Because honestly speaking, your kids are with their teachers more than they're with you. They spend more time at school with their teachers than they do with you. That's including the weekend. Okay. They dang near go to school on a full 8-hour shift every Monday through Friday. Okay, so they're with them 40-hour weeks now. All right, and so for you not to know, I encourage people to get to know their child's teacher because if you might as well go into a Walmart, right, and walk up to a stranger and be like, "Hey, take my child for 8 hours, and I'll meet you back here when the time is up." And you go and teach them some stuff, teach them some stuff. And then bring them back to me in 8 hours, even though I don't know you. That's almost the same thing as sending your child to school every day and never establishing a relationship with their teacher. Like, that's deep. There is so much foolishness in that. I don't even know. I do that each year when they have change in teachers. And that's good. They have when they have like open house and stuff like that. You go to open house and it's a lot of times, and y'all know we live in the hood. It ain't no secret I live in the hood. It's no secret I live in government housing. And we go out to these schools, and majority of these schools are predominantly black. And you go out to these schools, and it's like, where are the people? Where are the parents at? Like, where y'all at? You understand what I'm saying? Where are y'all at? Like, who in the world is standing up for and taking up for these kids, bro? Like, for you not to stand up and take up for these kids, you're literally saying, I don't care nothing about the future. Like, F the future. Forget the future. What future? Who cares about the future? Yes, it's sad because you have to be in your kid's school life. It's sad because some parents don't care. Yes, I be talking with them and also letting them know how my child is. You got to do that. You got to have some kind of open communication with your so they know how to work with them. Yes, you have to have some kind of open communication with your child's teacher. They're just another person. They're another person. Like, if you got a babysitter, you would let her know everything that's going on with your kid. You would let her know if they have any allergies. You would let her know, hey, he's gonna try to finesse you when it comes 9 o'clock, time to go to bed. He gonna try to finesse you, so don't let him get over on you because he gonna be real cute like and everything, and you might try to fall for it. But you're gonna let them know what's going on. But it's parents that don't even go to the school and meet the teacher for the first time. I cannot. I comprehend the fact that we have different logic. I get that. I understand that, right? In that particular situation, though, when you look at the bigger picture, you really are setting your child up for failure and setting yourself up for failure in the future. Sometimes it's hard for the parent to, hey, listen, I mean, in what ways do you think it's always hard? It's hard being a parent. So I mean, what do you mean? What's hard? What's hard? Doing what you're supposed to do for your child? What's hard? Knowing who you sending your kid to? Picking up the phone and having a conversation? You can have a conference with the teacher over the phone. So I'm trying to figure out what's so hard. I don't know what's so hard about it. I mean, what's harder than normal? Like what's harder than normal? Like this is normal. People be thinking I go above and beyond for my kid. I don't do nothing extra for my kid. I love my kid the way I'm supposed to love my kid, unconditionally with no expectation from the inside out. Hey, if that means that I'm going to meetings and conferences and I know everybody that my son comes in contact with, and I deign to do a background check before he comes, he don't stay with nobody. So that's out the question. But being a parent is hard, but ain't it like the hardest, most rewarding thing that you could ever that could ever happen? I believe that a lot of parents, a lot of people, they have these limitations that they've placed on themselves or that somebody else has placed on them and they've taken ownership of, right? And when they have these limitations, it just kind of rubs off on their children because they don't push their child to have limitless potential because they don't have it. And it's hard to have communication or to know what's going on with your kids and to have like the best school year that you could possibly have if you don't have that communication. It's easier to do that when you have that communication open. You know what I mean? So like I'm pretty sure uh AJ's teacher does not text every single parent all the time on a regular basis as much as she texts me. It's no different from when the child is in daycare. It's no different from when an elderly person is in like at a nursing home. You know, when you show up and they can see that this individual right here has a strong support system, then they're going to consciously they're going to try to consciously be aware of how they interact with that individual. And it ain't fair. It ain't always fair. It's not. But that's what it is. A lot of times the whole out of sight, out of mind thing, we don't really have any control over that. That's a brain thing. Like we don't really have any control over that. That's why when you hear a song over and over and over again, whether you like it or not, you start singing that song because you can't help that. You have no control over that. The stuff that gets stuck in your head, the things that are there on a constant basis that's repeated, you have no control over the things that get stuck in your brain. I wish people would understand that. You don't have no control over that. Same thing goes. If the teacher constantly sees your face, I promise you, they're going to make sure that they are more aware of what's going on with your kid. I promise you. I promise you. That's how it always works. You got these nursing homes with people in there, seniors in there that can't do for themselves, can't talk. Them people sometimes get treated like trash. They have bed sores and all kind of stuff because nobody's coming there. Nobody's looking out for them. And since they're not, I guess, not active in somebody's mind or brain, nobody's constantly calling, asking questions. Man, they don't care nothing about them people. They don't care nothing about it. When AJ was in daycare, I remember one day, let me see y'all story. I should do this story time. Okay, I'm sitting at work. Now I already don't play around. So they are going to make sure to call you and everything, or they will email you. Amen. That's how it always is. I used to work from 8:30 to 5:30 every day. And I had to be at AJ's daycare by 6 p.m. to pick him up without getting charged anything extra. Now I worked about 6-7 minutes away from where I lived, and then AJ's daycare was about 5 minutes down the road from where I live. So it didn't take me long at all. And going straight from work to his daycare was about maybe like 6-7 minutes. So it never took me long at all to get him from when I got off work. It didn't take me long to get to him. Well, this one day, I rolled up to the daycare, got out my truck. When I went inside, my son had 2 gashes. And y'all know my son is fair skinned, okay? He has 2 gashes on his face. And his jaws are like bright red. You understand me? His flesh is open. They're open. There's 2 open wounds on either side, on each one of his cheeks. Gashes, okay? You can see white meat, but it wasn't bleeding anymore, but you can tell that it had been cleaned up. The bleeding had stopped and it had been cleaned up, but there were no bandages, there was no protective covering on his face at all whatsoever. Now, as you can imagine, I ain't sane. I ain't about to sit here and lie and tell y'all I'm sane, because I'm not. I'm not about to lie and say that I'm what society defines as a sane person. I think I'm the opposite of that. But when I saw this, I kind of sort of went into shock, first of all, because immediately you want to know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Oh my God, what's going on? So I'm asking all these questions, and I wasn't the same Alana. Well, I used to let one of my other Alanas handle them type of situations. Oh, girl, you know who that is in my virtual world. She used to handle some of them situations. But now I'm better. I'm more professional, and I have more tact. Thank God for deliverance. But back then I didn't really have much tact and everything. So I kind of I went off, off, off. I went all the way off. So it's like tornado Alana in there. I'm like, y'all messed up. Y'all really, really messed up. They tell me that there's another little boy that was named AJ as well. Now, first of all, I'm gonna tell y'all this a little bit. The daycare workers used to call the other kid the bad AJ, and they would call my son the good AJ. Now tell me how productive you think that is. What kind of sense does that make? To call one child the good AJ and call my child the bad AJ. Even though it was in favor of my child, I didn't like that either. I couldn't believe that they thought that that was okay. What is wrong with these people? These people are handling our children. Y'all realize that, right? Okay, so anyway, I'm going off, and she tells me the other kid, AJ was playing with some toys. The bad AJ walks over to his toys and snatches his toys out of his hands. Then the good AJ snatches his toys back. So then the bad AJ takes his hands, he takes his hands like this, and he drags them down his face, and his nails are so sharp that it cuts open the sides of my baby's face. So I actually have some pictures, and you can kind of see it faintly, but anyway, I asked them, okay, well, where is the incident report? First of all, why didn't anybody call me? Second of all, she tells me she didn't call me because they knew that I was about to be off soon and that I would be coming there. I said, girl, listen, let me tell you something. First of all, I don't care if I'm in the parking lot. Don't you in your life ever again, if you want to keep it, don't ever again in your life allow my son to be physically assaulted, okay? To bleed, walking around here with 2 open wounds. You understand me? At such a young age, he couldn't have been no more than about 3 years old at the time. Girl, I just went and slammed off. I guess I can show it. Ain't gonna. Yeah, and you already know, Drummond. I was trying hard as I could to find out who his mama was. They're like, we can't give you that information. I'm like, well, you need, because listen, y'all ain't gonna have the same conversation with his mama that I'm trying to have with his mama, okay? Because apparently this child thinks that, first of all, he can walk up to another child and bogart and bully them and take whatever it is they have in their hands, okay? So what are we teaching our children? Second of all, your child feels like he can bully someone, and then when they defend themselves or take up for themselves, even though he's in the wrong, he can retaliate on someone defending. What kind of sense does that make? You're teaching your child to retaliate on someone for defending themselves from your bad behavior. And you think I'm gonna be all right with that? You got me messed up all the way. And see, my son is nothing like me. You know, he's super, super nice and super accepting of all kind of stuff. I ain't. I'm not. And I'm trying to make sure we set some boundaries ASAP at 8 years old, because I ain't got time to be dealing with no foolishness later on. That kid is going to do that in the real world and get messed up. Absolutely. Absolutely. If somebody don't come in right now, run interference on this mess, they're going to have a serious problem. For you to learn something like that early in life, that's going to fester and grow, and you're going to get better at it. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. And that ain't going to be good for nobody. Y'all think that's bad talking about some kids. AJ used to have a friend that used to come over here. Now, when I met his mama, they live across the street. Y'all know I live in government houses, so I'm surrounded by a bunch of hood rats. I'm just being real. I ain't trying to be funny, but it is what it is. That's my situation. Across the street, I got it. We kind of connected a little bit because she had a kid the same age as AJ. What y'all doing in my kitchen?
Can we play? I just picked that.
Oh.
Can we play the game now?
Y'all about to play Fortnite?
Yes.
Yeah, but don't turn up all loud.
Yes. What we gonna win? A victory royale.
A victory royale. I ain't mad at you for that. But anyway, so she had
I'm gonna go first.
her little boy across the street. They're from New York, and she would always say,
I got one question.
What?
Is Fear Bully up there?
No, he's not.
Oh, let's go. What we gonna win?
Look, y'all, you see I didn't know my family. He's my Fear Bully up here. But anyway, yeah, she told me how, with her little New York accent, I cater to my son. I cater to my son. Anything my son wants, my son gets, okay? I cater to my son, okay? Whatever my son wants, whatever my son asks for, I cater to my son. She made that clear, honey, okay? So, fast forward. She went back to New York to handle some stuff with her family, okay? Her mom stayed across the street with her son and her dad, which they're visiting her. She lives here. They live in New York, but they were visiting her. So they stayed there while she went back to New York to deal with some family stuff. So they kind of like swapped out. So they're watching her son while she's gone. So he came over here. He was playing one day, and it's always a lot of kids over here, right? So they were in here playing, and they kind of sort of were horse playing a little bit. And one of the little girls hit him in the eye. This boy tried to fight. Like my baby was trying to hold him back. He was trying to fight. So I made him leave. After he left, I told her that she had to leave too. I followed behind him and went to their house across the street just so that I could inform his grandmother of what was going on. So I get over there and I tell her what happened. She calls him downstairs, and as soon as she called him downstairs, I'm talking about when I say the tears, they started coming. I'm like, this boy is a master manipulator. I barely got the words out my mouth. He was already putting on the show. So I explained to him that I wasn't upset with him, but that's a female. You understand what I'm saying? You shouldn't put your hands on anybody, but the factors that were involved. That's a girl. She did it on accident. She said sorry. They were all playing. I don't get it. So I told him I wasn't mad at him, but I can't condone that behavior. You can't do that up in my household. And I want him to get out of that behavior before he becomes an adult. I explained to him, you cannot do that. When you become an adult, you cannot do that. There are other ways to defend yourself, stand up for yourself. That's not the way. Because I said, you can have a woman that'll lie on you and you will go to jail. So don't put yourself in a situation like that to get in trouble. Okay, so I get back to the house. About an hour later, his mom calls me. I pick up the phone. I'm like, hello? She's like, I'm trying to figure out what happened with my son.
My son?
I'm like, okay, well, first of all, let's break it down. Let's bring it down a notch. We're going to have an adult conversation, because what I do not do is engage in ignorant argument. I'm not dealing with that. I don't have time for that. I'm going to die one day. I don't have time to do that with you. So she's like, he said you hurt his feelings. I probably did. That wasn't my intention, but Yeah, I can see how that could happen. I can see how his feelings were hurt because he was embarrassed and his ego got the best of him, and I made him leave because he was trying to fight a woman. Yeah, I can see how his feelings might have been hurt. I can see how his ego was slightly bruised. I can understand it. I can comprehend that. I get your logic, but still, what can I do for you? And she's like, I told my son, I don't care who puts their hands on him. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a girl, a boy. I'm like, I know. I had to clean my glasses, y'all, because I knew I wasn't hearing this right. I couldn't have been hearing this right. I had to clean my glasses just so I could make sure I was hearing this woman straight. She said, that girl is bigger than him. Why she put her hands on him in the first place? Huh? Why she put her hands on him in the first place? I'm like, well, it was an accident. They were all playing. So why are you upset? I don't understand. The girl apologized and everything. And the girl, and I forgot to tell y'all, the little girl even got in trouble by her own mom for horse playing in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But she still was mad and frustrated with me for not letting him fight. That's what she wanted. She told me she wanted me to let him. I said, so you really wanted me. What you're saying is, turn it down. What you're saying is you wanted me to allow this little boy to fight this little girl in my house. Then I would have had to deal with her mama for being upset. And her mom would have had every right to be upset with me because if they're in my house, they're my responsibility. And I don't condone it over here. I don't. She was pissed. She was trying to say, well, he ain't coming back over there no more. I said, well, that was already decided. And we agree on that. It is what it is. But yeah, this same boy, I mean, with school, gets in trouble and all that. And see, I try as hard as I can to not be upset with the child. It's hard sometimes to understand and remember that you're dealing with a child because the way these kids think and speak nowadays, honey, listen, you feel challenged. You feel challenged. And you feel challenged on your level, not on theirs. Because it's bad. It is so bad. And so I'm like, I can't allow him to come over here no more if he's going to be acting like that. Then she says, and it's cool. When I get back, I'm going to talk to her mother too. To that girl's mom too. And I'm thinking, girl, do you? Because that girl mama is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And all I'm going to do is get a bag of popcorn and sit on the front porch and watch. Because, people are insane. In the membrane. I believe I am too. It's I'm gonna tell you something right now. It really ain't that. It's not good to push my buttons. I'm super positive. I'm super positive. I'm super uplifting. I want everybody to win. But in your win, you're not gonna try to make me lose. That ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you that right now. Absolutely not. You can win without me losing. Okay? So why don't we do that? Let's see exactly, Jules. It's that mentality that got kids doing whatever they want now, and that's bad. Absolutely. It's sad and scary. It is so scary. The way that I think and operate and what I'm trying to teach my son, as in so that he can be a productive adult and productive citizen and a good person, a kind person. It worries me because I'm surrounded by a bunch of women who are raising their children to act just like them, and they act foolish. Foolish. I mean, I ain't perfect, and I made plenty of mistakes in the past, plenty of bad choices, plenty of bad decisions, and I'm gonna make some more. But my mentality is level up. My mentality is be better tomorrow than you were. Yes, be better today than you were yesterday. My mentality is instill in my son the values that he's gonna need to make his life easy and not hard. I passed the amen to that. I passed that negativity stage. It's positivity only. I don't like drama, Jules. I know drumming. I don't either. It's so draining. It's so draining. It is so draining. It's one thing for you to sometimes get involved in some drama. It's gonna happen. Drama. Life is drama. Life is drama. They say all the world is a stage drama. It's a play. It's one big play. But you don't want to go out looking for it and seeking it. Can y'all break down something? You don't want to go out looking for it. And then when you said people be worried about the wrong thing. So listen, he's the same little boy now from across the street from New York. He came home one day and told his mom that he was getting bullied at school. First thing she said was that she didn't believe him because he be lying so bad, right? And I'm like, I would not tell nobody my son is a bad liar like that. Oh my gosh. Anyway, she was like, first of all, she don't believe him because he lie bad. Then she said, y'all, I'm not even kidding. She said, not you. She said, and if they are picking on you or bullying you, it's only because y'all cannot make this up. Because your hair looks better than theirs. Because your shoes are nicer than theirs. Because you got nicer clothes than they had. Now, my initial reaction was, this woman needs some help. Oh my gosh, she needs some serious help. And I'm thinking that maybe I would be a good influence, to rub off on her. And I believe I was for a time, but we're talking about like going to school and her and her son, they dress alike a lot, in these nice, expensive outfits. And I'm like, maybe y'all can make that your brand. That's something that y'all have together that y'all, AJ, can you bring it down, son? AJ, bring it down. Maybe that's something y'all can do, build a brand, become self-employed. Y'all know I'm always trying to uplift somebody and help somebody fulfill their dreams and, be your own boss. And, she was like, I never thought about that before. That's all our conversations consisted of. It was a lot of drama that was coming from that direction. And eventually I had to cut all that off. Like when I say these girls right here do not like me, I'm not their favorite person at all. And I realize it's because I don't want to play with them. I don't want to play with them. I don't like the games that they play. I don't like them. I don't want to play that. I don't want to play those games. And because of it, people become distant with you. And I'm very honest. And then, my boundaries. I'm serious about my boundaries. You're not about to come here, like my virtual world said, and drain my soul. Absolutely not. I don't have time for that. And it saddens me. It saddens me because they are the future. Like, what is my future looking like when I look at these kids? What is my future looking like? You know what I mean? When it comes to the people that's going to have to take care of me, when it comes to the people that's going to have to make the decisions as far as the laws and things like that, when the president, because God knows the one we got right now, it got to go up from here. Right? If not, all that means is that him and all of the other negative energy that society is spreading over the world and through social media, through radio and television is rubbing off on our babies. And are they going to get any better by listening to that foolishness and nonsense? Absolutely not. Y'all already know kids need more education in school. A child that's only educated in school is an uneducated child. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Kids need to learn some life skills, some soft skills. I think about that every day. I try so hard to teach my son. Like, I tell him, exercise your manners, right? If he asks me a crazy question without critical thinking, I tell him, look, baby, you need to activate your common sense because you don't got to activate it. You own it. You got it. I know you do because God gave it to you. Turn it on. Please turn it on. Okay? Don't ask me them questions no more.
Oh, shit.
You always learn something new every single day. And you always learn something new from everybody that you run into. Every interaction that you have, every experience, you learn something new. You know what, though? When we learn new stuff, we really need to start passing this information on to other people because it becomes, there's a huge fly. Where did he come from?
So you have to follow it.
There's a huge fly. I don't know where he came from. But yeah, you're right. You have to give that information out when you get it. So that's why I guess that's why we have to like. This is serious, man. This is bothering me. It's really bothering me. Flies love the summertime coming around. I know that's the only thing I'm like, okay, here comes spring. God dang it. This nice weather bringing these flies. But yeah, so that's what we were today. And then also, I had to go to the hospital and get some MRIs done because there is a slight worry that my cyst, I have a cyst in my spine. Type where it's called.
Get those. So.
And I got diagnosed. Well, they found it in
If we find a vehicle
in 2000 and 10, I think. But I haven't had anything done to it since then. They said it can grow, and if it grows, it'll increase my symptoms. And my symptoms have definitely increased lately. So they want to go into my spine and make sure it hasn't grown and stuff. Cause I know one thing, something is not right. Cause all this pain, I'm in 25/8. Something's got to give. For real. Cause I'm too doggone happy to be in all this pain on the outside. I ain't got time for that. Cause I'm good on the inside. So we gonna find out what's going on with that. Virtual work, I'm telling you, it's bad, girl. It's bad. This doggone ice pack and heating pad, hot baths. It's bad. It's like it's bad. It's every second of every single day. Thank you so much, Drummond. Thank you so much, Virtual. I love y'all from the inside out. I do. Well, we gonna figure that thing out, cause ain't nobody got time. You can't stop. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, you need to be quiet.
Hey, Khalil.
So now I need to get to the very.
And you know what? Virtual. When I got on earlier today, I was playing Roblox, and I felt your spirit. I felt your spirit when I was playing my video game on live, and I wanted you to come in.
You were playing a video game.
You mind your business. I do a lot of stuff when you're in school. It's none of your business what I do in here when you're in school. I can do whatever I want.
When you say something and when people talk.
Y'all, one time I was playing the game with my friend and AJ was playing with us, right? And it was time for him to go to bed. He was like, y'all gonna be playing the game when I go to sleep, ain't y'all? My friend was like, man, I feel bad now. And I was like, not me. Y'all look at my earrings.
Okay, I got you that compact. That's a good one.
Yeah, I see it. I separate them because I got one that says doctor. And then I also have one that has the green eggs and ham on it. But I split these up. So how was you guys' day today? I want to know everything. Tell me everything.
Go in this house. Land on the roof. Here.
I think I need to cook.
No.
Because my plans don't go well, y'all. I'm supposed to cook. Start cooking by 4. 8 by 7:30. It ain't been working.
Just a trash can.
It hasn't been working. And I don't know why. You guys, I need your opinion. Oh, virtual world, that fish. Now don't judge me. It's tilapia, but I was broke, so that's all I could buy. But look.
Okay. That's bread.
It's tortilla lime. I lied about the mango. I don't know what I said earlier. Lemon lime or something. It's tortilla lime. And it's from Sam's. It's so good. But no, I didn't get a chance to watch their live last night because I've been falling asleep. Did something happen last night?
Shut up! Bro! He had a freaking shotgun.
Man, Jules, you wouldn't even know YouTube drama. Oh, listen. Don't get it twisted now, Drummond. When I first got on here and I decided to take this thing serious, and I was trying to search around and look around for some inspiration, I had to clutch my invisible dang pearls because I was like, what is happening? It was like everybody just arguing, fussing, going back and forth with each other. I was like, oh, crazy. This stuff is crazy, man. These people on YouTube are crazy. Super crazy. I don't know what it is. Ah! Oh my God. AJ, can you go in my room? I think it's on my windowsill and get my flight water, please. I think it's up there. This fly about to drive me all the way crazy. All the way. All the way. I'm not with that. You sound like me. I just started taking this YouTube thing serious. That stuff I can't stand. 89. Oh, that's where you at? Hold on. Oh, okay. Well, I'm about to go sub to you on both my sub to you on both of my channels.
Oh, that was so good.
Thank you, love.
Let me try some.
I'm gonna sub to you on both my channels. Let me go to my live. First, though, I'm gonna sub to you on both my channels, Drummond. Don't you worry. But first, I want to read y'all some of these quotes because I've been deleting. I went on my Facebook. AJ, bring it down. You mean to move my desk back in my room? Why did you stop yelling? Khalil, boy, you do. You don't even live here. I'll put you outside. Khalil, Quit yelling.
Okay.
You mean to cut that game off?
No.
I ain't playing with you. You ain't got no more chances. AJ, you better regulate. Y'all be ain't not playing nothing. So listen, I went on Facebook, right, and I deleted every single friend that I had. Y'all know it took a long time because I only had maybe 2,000 friends, if that. Maybe. I don't know. But I went through and I deleted them one by one. Y'all know it took some time. And even my mama. I deleted everyone, right? And let me tell you why. Because I want to take this YouTube thing serious, right? And I want to start promoting myself more, putting my channel out there more, right? And Facebook is a huge distraction, right? Because you're constantly, just like every other social media platform, you are constantly watching somebody else's life while your own life passes you by. So what I did, I didn't want to get rid of my Facebook because I want to start taking my groups a little bit more seriously, being in the group by being a mom to a boy, being a single mother, anxiety groups, depression groups, inspiration groups, butterfly groups. I want to start taking advantage of everything that I'm an advocate for, that I'm a group in. So when I deleted everybody from my Facebook, what it did was it made my notifications, like my wall now, my thread, it's only posts from people in the groups that I'm in. So now it's giving me an opportunity to meet new people because now I'm commenting on some of these posts from the groups, if that makes sense. And so I'm establishing new relationships with people now. And some of these people are adding me on Facebook after we establish a relationship. Out with the old, in with the new. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because the family and friends, y'all already know how I feel about them. Those are your blind supporters. They don't even have the ability to support you in the way that you need them to support you. So I deleted everybody, my mama, everybody. And I've been getting the notifications from all of my groups, and it's been awesome. But I was deleting some posts today.
You right there.
And I started reading some of my words. And I'm like, you better write that. Are y'all on Facebook? Tell me that. Are y'all on Facebook?
Oh, get him. You ain't getting me, boy. You better stop. I said, you ain't getting me, boy, right? I'm going in the storm, but it's worth it, right?
Oh, baby.
Chug, boy. Chug.
Did I get it? I know I didn't get it because I didn't even see. Oh, AJ, I saw this video today where they took this thing like this and poked it in one end of an egg and then poked it in the other end of the egg. And then that's how they boiled it so that the egg don't bust when you boil it. But I want to see if I can stick this through the end of an egg without it cracking. Go get one so I can try it. I want to read y'all some of the stuff that I wrote though, because I was like, girl, you got away with words. Jeez Louise. So I found a quote that says, follow your heart, but take your brain with you. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. I hope it don't spill on me, y'all.
Wait, let me slide this through, okay? Oh, you can slide the sweet. You over there. What?
You need to get a zapper. What's zapper?
He right there.
Oh, what's that? Tell me what's that? Zapper?
Oh, he right here.
That's an app. There's an app for that.
Let me try. What? Oh, you do.
Okay, let me read y'all this quote, right? First, I kill the flies and yes, I need a zapper. I absolutely hate. Oh gosh, I hate flies. So this quote says, follow your heart, but take your brain with you, right? And normally what I do is I write something to go with it. So this is what I wrote. AJ, stop yelling. It says, think with your head and not with your heart. You ever heard that before? Then I wrote, the shortest, most significant distance you can ever travel is from your heart to your mind. The hardest decisions we have to make are a result of conflict. Hey, I ain't gonna tell y'all again to chill out. I ain't playing. Now, how many times you got to tell them? The hardest decisions we have to make are a result of conflict between the heart and mind. Do you go with logic or emotion? What about both? Knowledge comes from man while wisdom comes from God. Faith without works is dead, right? It sometimes seems like the hardest thing to do, but it's possible. I learned that in order to make the decision that was best for me, my heart and my mind had to come to an agreement. There had to be compromise. I couldn't continue to favor one over another. I couldn't continue to neglect critical thinking and allow my emotions to continue to lead me down a path of misunderstanding and heartbreak. No more clouded decisions or choices. We work together. We meet halfway. You gotta do that with your heart and your mind. Because if you don't, all right, so listen, I'm about to try to put this in here, y'all. Y'all think that's smart? Because that's what they did on the video. I'm so scared. Oh my gosh. What's this kiss all over me?
There's a purple combat laying around. We already got one. I'm gonna switch out. No, the gold
Oh
one
my
is
gosh.
better.
They did it so easy. How they do it so easy?
Actually, they were.
Yeah, this one is.
Alright. I need to put that on now.
I'm so scared. Oh my gosh.
That's automatic.
Ah! AJ, can you bring me? Look up there. Is there a towel up there? AJ? Hey, what you mean?
It's no.
How do you know? How do you know there's not a towel in them clothes in that laundry? Tell me how you know that. By looking at the outside of it? Because you don't see it with your eyeballs. Can you look? Y'all so quick to say no, ain't something somewhere. Forget about it. I guess I'll just try this. Ah, it worked.
What?
It really worked.
Wait, what?
You see the little hole?
Yeah. What about the other side?
About to. Look at the little hole. All right, so now you do the other side.
Can I do it?
Ah!
Can I
It's
do
too
it?
late. Push it through. Yeah. Oh, take it out. Yes.
What, they gave me it? It's like creative now.
Now I have to boil it, and apparently when you do it like this and boil it, it doesn't burst in the water. Yes, dear.
You know? Wash it.
Oh, you are. Well, I'm done now. I just put some holes in it.
Where?
We can do another one. I can boil 2 eggs. See this little hole right there? Right?
Yeah.
You see with them 4 eyes you got on?
Uh-huh.
I know you can see with your 4 eyes, because I can see with mine.
I got 4 eyes too.
Yeah.
But I ain't using all my 4 eyes right now.
Mm.
Yeah. I never
We'll see. But
100 eyes.
virtual, I'm gonna get off. Drummond, I'm gonna get off because I don't want to, but I have to because virtual. Before I go, what happened in the live last night? They've been going live when I've been so exhausted. You know, I got on the board, the historic board for city council in my city, and then I'm in this thing called Moms of Goldsboro because I live in Goldsboro, North Carolina, and I have to start a single women support group. I don't have to, but I'm starting a single women support group called Motherly Love. And I ain't talking about it. Oh, was something bad? I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go watch it. They good, right? I'll go look myself. I'll go look. And so the board, and then the Moms of Goldsboro, and then I'm also in this thing called Black Gold of Goldsboro. Oh, it had nothing to do with me, did it? Because girl, don't let me have to go redeem myself. I'm just playing. But doing that, and then what else is it I'm doing? Black Gold of Goldsboro, Moms of Goldsboro, Butterfly Jewels. I'm definitely trying to brand that. And then I'm on the historic board. I've been so tired lately. And then my child, but it's cool though, because I want this. I want it so. But I'm gonna go check it out, Virtual World. I'm gonna go and read it. I'm gonna go and read it and read up on the chat and everything. But Oh, I'm so tired. I might get back on here later tonight. Okay, if you're up late, I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna DM you and see if you're up late. If you are up late, I might get on there, or we might just chat in Instagram or something like that. But we'll see. And Drummond, I promise you, I'm going to you to add you on both channels. Okay, so when you go live and everything else like that, I'm gonna be supporting you from both channels, talking to myself, just like I was in Virtual Worlds chats today. So look at my ball spot. So anyway, I love you guys from the inside out. Okay, and I will talk to you guys later. Let me get these boys situated because I think Khalil's staying over here tonight.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
actually, you ain't a grown up. You don't know what you mean. Your mama talked about. So booyah. All right, talk to y'all later. Absolutely, Drummond. Absolutely, anytime. I'll see y'all next time. Okay. Thank you for coming. I appreciate y'all so much.